Thank you for tuning back in, guys. On this trip, we went to the Smoky Mountains for spring. And now I completely understand why they call this the Blue Ridge Mountains. As you guys can see, it was just a hue of blue right in the early hours of the morning. This was in the Clemens Dome area. We decided to go hike into the Clemens Dome Tower. It was about a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile. It was a little strenuous. For such a short hike, it's pretty inclined. Plus the elevation kind of has something to do with that. It was a beautiful scene. It was very foggy. I wanted to give ourselves the opportunity to see the fog and see if some scene would present itself with the fog burning off. It never quite happened that way, but it was still a beautiful scene. As soon as I saw this section here, I knew what I was gonna do. I opted for a vertical panorama with a wide angle, just to exaggerate that curve in the structure. And plus, there was nothing else in the background, and I just couldn't help myself. I thought it was a great picture, and I went ahead and took it. I believe it's like 10 pictures panorama, so let me know what you guys think. Then when I turned around from the tower, this was the scene that was presented to me. I thought that it was a fantastic scene, and I wanted to try to isolate the trees that were near to me and try to blur the ones that were farther in the back. But I opted on taking a panorama just to absorb the entire scene, because I couldn't quite isolate just one tree at a time. It just didn't seem to work to me. Let me know what you guys think of this panel. I believe it's also like a 10 picture panoramic picture. We made our way down from Clingman's Dome and went over to Mingus Mill to take a look at that area. We've never been to it before, and I thought it was a pretty cool structure to take a look at. Here's what we found. So I went ahead and decided to take this picture. I like the lines leading into the mill. It just is a classic picture. I think I've seen it before, but why not, right? When you're here, why not just take the picture? But I put a polarizer on, but I actually like the reflections of the water. How it's just that glare is actually making texture in the water and not seeing through, and I actually like that better. So just gonna go ahead and stick with this composition. You guys see the picture now. I'm gonna take it vertical and horizontal and see what happens. You guys let me know. I ended up not liking the horizontal, so I did not put it up. So after we left Mingus Mill, we made our way to Mingo Falls. And this is the composition I settled for. I wanted to try and explore more and go closer to the falls, but there were a lot of people there with taking pictures, and I just didn't want to stay there and get in their photos. So maybe next time. Later on in the afternoon, we made our way over to North Creek, which is on the northeast end of the park. And we came across several cascades and a couple waterfalls. Beautiful scenery, many places to get great compositions. I've been here before, and I've actually tried this particular composition before, and I've never been quite happy with it. So I gotta keep trying and try to find a better one. I probably will never be completely happy with it, but that's how it goes sometimes. Let me know what you guys think. So I decided to take this composition here. I have a whole bunch of little flowers in front as a foreground, and then I have the Bud Ogle cabin in the background. And I might try a few different things here. It's starting to rain now. But I might even try to sprinkle in some fireflies. We're supposed to be in firefly season. I'm not sure if I want to do that. If it looks perfectly fine the way it is, I'm just gonna keep it. But I really like the flowers in the foreground here and the cabin in the background. Can't go wrong with that. Very basic shot. It's right on the main trail. Nothing new has been done before. It's just my take on it. I hope you guys like it. And then we came across this a little further down on Roaring Forks Road. So I went ahead and settled for this composition for now. I'm probably gonna take a few compositions here, but I like how this composition starts on the left of the screen. You got the waterfall starting from the top, coming down, and it's getting cradled up by the rocks and the grasses, and then the waterfall exits on the lower right hand of the frame. And I really like how that looks.
the light is perfect right now, and we're gonna roll with that. I'm gonna take a few pictures here. You guys tell me what you think of it. I will probably take a few other compositions that I saw here, but I want to start here. All right, so in this composition, I decided to take a picture of this waterfall. I really like the tree in the background, which is like a white color, so it contrasts nicely. So basically, that's like my anchor to the back of the picture where all the light is coming through. And then I made sure that the waterfall is centered to that tree and that the rocks on the lower corners are kind of cradling up the entire image. So that's where I decided to go. You guys let me know what you think of this composition and this image. I'll try and keep playing around, see what else I can find, but these rocks are a little slippery, so I gotta be careful. Take a look, let me know what you guys think. Little guy, come on, cross the street. Cross the street, baby. Okay, I'm gonna help you. I want you off the road. This is what happens when you get and you fall in the water.
After your wife tells you, take off your shoes, take off your socks, go
Yes.
barefoot.
I still look good. So I decided to take this composition here because I really like how the mill sits on the left side with the line leading towards it. But I also like this triangle formation from the top to the left, to the right, and it's just a triangle formation of light there. Obviously I'll dodge and burn the sides, but yeah, that will work for me, I believe. Gotta see how it looks. You guys let me know in the comments.
We then got lucky a little bit down the road and came across some black bears, a mama and 3 cubs. I think there's only 2 here, but I definitely saw 3. Stop.
Okay, go.
Then on the following morning, on our way back home, we came across this little peaceful scene, basically at around 9 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was very interesting looking, so I took a picture of it. You guys tell me what you think. And again, guys, I want to thank you for joining us on our spring Great Smoky Mountains trip. We will definitely be coming back for fall colors, and fingers crossed we will get good weather and good colors. It's always hit or miss with that, so we will see. Thank you for watching, guys.
Eli, let us rinse that. Stop it.